Good morning, guys. So our testing yesterday went really well. Nothing broke. 4 tires are still on and inflated. It ran like a champ. It climbed like a champ. It took hits like a champ. Still need to do some more miles, but it's looking good. Now, all that being said, we did have one problem. That is, as that boy was on that trailer and we were bouncing up that hill, you kind of have to take it with some speed because of this mulch stuff. The straps failed. Yeah, the straps that hold the car onto the trailer, it kind of gave way. And when I finally stopped, the car was hanging halfway off the trailer. So, that one thing that I've been saying for a while that we need to amend by putting wheel straps onto the trailer. Yeah, that's now become a priority. And I'm going to head down to Harbor Freight to grab a nice little system immediately. Well, immediately after I park the trailer where it needs to be. So, that's the job for this morning. All right, guys, quick run, and we're back. Let me show you how this is going to go. All right, guys, so this is what we have going. A track-based system with these silly little things that clip into it that we are going to mount on the bed of the trailer with these over-wheel setups. We'll keep it absolutely solidly in place at all times. Also, I'm putting it down with 5/16 inch and a half lag screws or lag bolts, whatever they call her. And that should work. Oh, and that, yeah, it's almost like I'm really enjoying my time in California. But more importantly, this. Let's go measure some stuff. All right, guys, so here is my personal setup. I have 2 different sizes of tracks. These ones are held in by 12 bolts. These are held in by 6. That'll be fine. So I have the 2 sizes because I have some spatial issues that these guys have to work around. Essentially, I can't put the big tracks on either side, both front, or because of the stupid little bend in my trailer, in the rear. So, let me show you what I know so far. So, to get things straight, I know that this little spot right here connects with right here. Usually at a fairly forceful rate and absolutely every time. So that starts my measurement to where these things need to go. So I know I could just load the car on the trailer, take my measurements or put some markings down, unload the trailer, but that's just so much work. Instead, a couple of little measurements here and I can get it done just fine. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to measure from right here to the center line of the wheel. That will tell me how far away from the toolbox these things need to be placed. Then I can mirror that on the left side. Then I can take some more measurements to get the back wheel set up. So let's start with this little guy. All right, guys, that is 4 of these guys in. I forgot to mention what I'm using for these is 5/16 inch and a half lag bolts. That is these big beefy boys. I got 6 in the little ones, 12 in the big ones, and that should work. So I'm going to do basically the exact opposite on the back end. The small ones are going to go towards the back because they have to teeter on that little ledge. And the big beefy boys right in the middle. Yeah, dude, this should be fine. All right, so with this guy all set up, ready to go and done, just pull on and clip in is the hope. What's next? Well, what's next is stuff on the actual race car. You know, the important stuff that I need to be switch to the other switch, if that makes sense. Yeah, because I want to be able to kill it while still having lights and everything on. Okay, so from main battery to switch to the run. Yeah, simple enough. Run a wire. What could be easier? All right, guys, these are my auto resetting circuit breakers. I have one going to my cooling fan, one going to my ignition. This is direct from battery to ignition switch to coil. That way, that thing should never fault. Should it do so, I can easily hot wire it. Just run one wire from one end to the other. Easy peasy. Now, I still need to do the same thing for the starter motor. But that's tomorrow, as I don't have a good button for it tomorrow. And one last thing for good measure.